up, everybody? I am finally leaving the gym on a Saturday. It's way late than usual, and here to report the latest after running my first half today. I didn't think it was going to be that much more. It's 1.1 miles more than regular. And I accomplished the goal of finishing under 2 hours. Probably wasn't supposed to push that hard. It's supposed to be my forever pace. A little faster than my forever pace. But in order for it to be my forever pace, in order for me to make the under 4 hour mark, which is the goal, you have to maintain a pace that's quote unquote forever for that time. And it has to be less than 9:09 for me to make that 4 hour mark. And it was. I was holding right around 9 minutes. Let me just check what this time was. Let's see. 9:08 pace. 9:08 pace. The entire time. And it sucked. Last 3 miles, 4 miles were terrible. And it took me forever to get to this point to do this discussion. I was on the ground, laying down, trying to recover. I'm still cold. My fingertips are numb after this run. I wore gloves. I wore all the standard stuff. Man, kicked my butt. And all I'm thinking now is, this is only halfway. This is halfway to 26.2. It makes me understand why many people do the half and not very many people do a full. Makes me completely understand. Because it's a different animal, entirely. Entirely different animal. And, gosh. There was a couple things different about the run, though. One of them was that we were trying an intra-race fuel solution. And this was the first time. And the thing that I always get nervous about, before a race, or before our long runs, is running out of fuel. Meaning hitting a wall where you can't really use your legs anymore, start cramping, all that stuff. So much so that I probably rehydrated too much, or had too much electrolytes, because that'll give you diarrhea. So, haven't had diarrhea yet, but definitely had a couple poops before a run. And even today I had to poop in the middle of the run. And so I've got to find a delicate balance of eating my breakfast, getting the proper amount of electrolytes before starting the run, so that when I'm in the race, or I'm in the run, I can refuel properly when I need it. Because you will have to. There are runners, obviously, that can do that, but they're a lot less muscle than myself, or they weigh almost half as much as I do. I'm 228. So for them to, especially the best runners in the world, for them to have to refuel or something in a race is probably relatively rare. So, anyway, with that being said, it was a butt kicker the whole time. Actually, that's not true. The first half, so the first 6.5 miles were pretty dang good. Like, I was like, wow, let's see how longer I can hold this for. Even up till 9 miles, it was still good. When I hit 10 and 11, at 11, pain really started picking up. And I'm drinking this inter-race fuel, right? My mouth is getting dry. I'm sweating. Man, when I finished, I had so much salt residue on my face from drinking that solution, because it's got a lot of sodium in it. It's got a lot of carbs in it. And I had I had Propel before I started the run this morning, or before I drink the inter-race fuel, and I had breakfast, which was a really carb high breakfast this morning, with cereal and etc. So I felt prepared. I may have been too prepared, too much. So I'm probably gonna have to do some more water instead, or change it up just a little bit. And I know that the pace that I need to hold within those longer runs needs to slow down a bit, and I need to trust the process more. There's still 2 months left of preparation for this marathon. Next week's long run is going to be 14 miles. Then it goes back down to 12. It goes back down to 12, and then it goes to 16. And I'm like, 13 sucked. So I can only imagine how bad 16 is going to feel. And again, as I was saying before, this is the most running I've ever done in a singular week in my entire life. We've done 26 miles this week, 5.5 on at least, because that doesn't even count my warm-up runs. I've probably done 30 miles this week, which is freaking crazy. So, and the day's gone basically, because it takes me a while to warm up, and then after warming up, doing the warm-up runs, after the warm-up runs, actually doing the running, and the Saturdays are getting longer and longer. Man, I'm still not understanding, for the runners that choose to do this all the time. Like, for the people that are like, I love running, and I've done 100 and something marathons. I've met 2 people that have done like 100 something marathons, and I don't get it. But then I do, because it's their thing. And maybe it's their thing like lifting is my thing. And I'm stepping out of the box to do something that isn't my thing, to be moderately successful at. So that's what I'm going to chalk it up to. Because after this, I do have a more fonder respect for running. Like, I could validate running for an hour. Like, I'm comfortable there. Like, and it's fun still. However, doing 13 miles or 10 plus miles or all these miles, that ain't fun. I just needed a vent, people. I just needed a vent. Tough day today. I'm not even hungry. You think after 13 miles and 2 hours straight of running, I would be hungry. I mean, I ate those 2 pretzels, but I'm not even hungry. And Saturday's the meal I look forward to the most, because I eat all the food. And I'm not even looking forward to eating all the food. Alright, well, that's it. Tuesday, I don't know what we're running, but we're running something. And then it's 14 next weekend. We're going to change it up a little bit in terms of the hydration, because I overdid it. I didn't feel well afterwards, and I need to slow down on my pacing, which I don't like, because it makes me feel like I'm not going to make the goal. Anyway, all right, 2 months, got to trust the process some more. Got to let these miles take over and do their thing. Until next time.